Get on the train before it leaves the station. The truth train is coming, gonna run them down, run them down.
Hello there, folks. How you doing? It's CovidKose's coming at you to talk about what's going on here again in Southern California. A little update of how the COVID-19 protocols and kind of the shape they're taking. Now, what we're going to be showing you today and talking about today is the state beaches and state parks. All parking lots and everything for them have been shut down. You're not allowed to be on them. And I believe it's $1,000 fine for violating and parking in those places anyway. So it's pretty serious. So they don't want people gathering in groups. That's the whole thing, right? Now, and so that's another measure that's being taken here in California, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that with a little ride down PCH, somewhat picturesque ride, obviously down PCH, but you'll be able to see all the empty beach parking lots. You'll be able to see the law enforcement, highway patrol, and stuff like that stopping to ticket or tell people to move on because they're not allowed to park in the public parking along the curb next to the beaches there right now. So I was going by and twice saw two different spots where there were law enforcement or highway patrol behind a car talking to somebody, talking to multiple cars, telling them to talking to multiple people that they needed to move and everything. So it's being taken very seriously. So that's what I'm going to be showing you today. Now, one of the things everybody needs to really remember is that it's the mask-wearing cultures right now that have managed to flatten the curve. And that's the big deal. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I know in the last live I did when we were talking about this, there was those out there that are concerned about the economy. And so I just want to make my plea to those people. Yes, if you are concerned about the economy, then it's all the more important to advocate for mask wearing. Because it's going to be through mask wearing, because we can flatten that curve the way that the mask wearing cultures elsewhere on the planet have done. And if wearing masks is enough to slow the spread of this thing so it doesn't overwhelm our medical community, then we can kind of get the economy going. We can start getting people, if people are taking precautions, and people that don't have to go to work, who can work from home, continue to work at home and do all the things, all the precautions that we've taken. But for those that can't work from home and can't do those things and all that stuff, we don't want our economy to die. So those people should just take precautions like you may see I've taken here, right? I'm actually thinking of getting a personalized one made. I've been seeing a lot of ads for it, like on Facebook and stuff like that, where you can get really personalized ones or cool ones made. I'm thinking maybe I'm going to see if I can contact one of these companies and send them the image that I often use of Brendan Dassey, where it has a black and white image of Brendan Dassey, and then where it says "I stand with Brendan Dassey" around it. I'm not kidding. If I can get that made for my mask for the COVID-19 period, I'm going to get it made. So that's where I'm at on that. And I will literally wear that into homes and on my job. No shame in supporting the farce and the extreme child abuse that happened with Brendan Dassey. So I'll be happy to do so if I can find someone to make that for me. So that's one of the things I'm looking to do as well. But hey, folks, take this to the mask wearing seriously, because it's going to be through the mask wearing, I think, that we're going to be able to start getting some people back out there. The unemployment rate is skyrocketing. Obviously, there's been here in California, I believe it's quite high. 16 million claims, I think is what I heard. It's in the millions though. It's not good. So I mean, obviously the sooner we can determine that the mask wearing is highly effective, that's the sooner we can get things kind of closely running back to as normal as possible. Obviously, as I said, folks that for as long as COVID-19 is in effect, folks that can work from home should. Folks that can should. You know what I mean? And therefore only the people that just have to be out somewhere out and about will then be out and about. But they'll be taking the precautions that will continue to slow the spread of it. It's not going to last forever, folks. So, all right, I just wanted to show you guys some of the stuff of what's going on here in California, with a little tour right down PCH, so you can see all the empty parking lots and the, like I said, highway patrol and stuff like that, clearing people out, telling them they can't park there, and most likely writing tickets if there wasn't anybody there near the car. Most likely $1,000 fine. So, all right, here we go, and we'll see you at the end. How's it going there, folks? CovidKose's here, reporting on social distancing and how it's taking shape here in California and that sort of stuff. So, anyways, I'm down here in Malibu. Some of you may know I'm an essential worker, and I'm working today. So down here in Malibu, very interesting. Those of you who don't know, in California, for about the last 3-4 days, it's been raining like crazy, right? So here's what I want to show you guys. The tide was getting higher and the runoff and everything was causing the waves were coming in and stuff, and it was eroding the beach a bit. So you can see these places where it's like a sheer cliff of sand, essentially. So with all that rain, it was definitely pulling some of the sand off of the beach, but obviously now it's not raining anymore, so the sand should pile back up on the beach for the most part. So, but here we are today, beautiful Malibu private beach, and part of the reason why I'm making this today is on the way home I'm going to show you guys California's shutting down the beaches, state parks, the parking lots and stuff, so that people can't park there. And now it's beginning to get to the point where if you do park there, it's getting to be a pretty hefty fine, and that's to keep people from gathering in groups, right? So, all right, folks, I'm going to show you guys some stuff on the way home, some parking lots along PCH where you can see the state parks and beaches are very much closed, so we'll see you guys right here, folks. When I came in this morning, there was people parked here. There's now cones here, and there are police officers in unmarked vehicles and stuff getting people out. So here's 2 highway patrol right there. So they are making people leave from these public parking spots. I saw a whole row this morning over there, and they're all gone, but people keep coming up and parking there, so the cops are having to keep coming back, telling them to go. Probably could be out, telling them they're gonna write them a $1,000 ticket, I think is what I heard. In which case these people probably choose to leave. But yeah, that's what's happening right now. So okay, so when I came through here this morning, again, cars were parked all along the curb here. Oh, there's one stopping. I'm sure a highway patrol will be along to tell them to keep it moving. Anyway. So, but there was all cars lined up this morning. Everybody was like parking there to go to the beach and stuff. And well, it still looks like some people are still there parking, but you guys know the highway patrol are right behind me, as I showed you. They're going to be coming down here. But this thing was all cars this morning, and you can see now there's plenty of gaps. So these people are probably going to get shooed away here within the next probably 10 to 15 minutes when the highway patrol and other officers from further back get down this far. But you can see most of these parking lots are coned off. Yeah, I gotta imagine these people, I mean, it says no parking. It's posted, temporary sign saying no parking, but people are parking there anyway. Imagine they're gonna get ticketed. Just like we were kind of seeing what's going on when I showed you guys, when you saw what the officers and highway patrol were doing up back when I first started recording on PCH. So anyway, you can see here now this curb here is all empty, no cars here. So it's getting pretty serious. California doesn't want people gathering together in groups, and so obviously the beach is a place where a lot of people go and potentially gather in groups and stuff. So that's why they're shutting down the parking lots for the beaches. They're shutting down the parking lots for the state parks and that sort of stuff. So, okay, so here we go. See again. We got a highway patrol pulling pulling somebody over to let them know they cannot park there. So you can see there's an empty parking lot over here. And as most of the parking lots you'll see as we go down PCH here are all pretty much empty now. Obviously some more cars here that the highway patrol will be coming to tell to move along. I mean, the temporary signs are there, no stopping, tow away, but these people are still taking the risk. And as you guys see, I've already shown you now twice that the highway patrol and local police are coming down to tell these people they gotta go. So it's quite interesting. This is one of the beautiful little places along PCH. You know, I just passed Sunset Boulevard in PCH, and that's where we're at right now. So it's a really nice area and stuff, but obviously not time to be visiting the beaches. Alright, so as you can see, this is the parking lots here, running along PCH, in between PCH and the beach. You can see people walking. Those are mainly locals, folks. People walking, riding bikes and stuff, but you can't park. So, you know, it could be some of these people have parked somewhere, maybe up in the hills, here next to PCH, up here. Anyway, but you can't really park in these parking lots. You got some lifeguards there, but you know, like I say, these parking lots are basically empty, ghost towns. There's not really many people on the beach either, as you can see. So here we go, another empty parking lot. Ghost town. Literally just some people walking through it. As I said, locals. Because they're the only ones that are in walking distance of it, right? So anyway, what we're coming up on here in a second, you guys will be able to see is Santa Monica Pier, which is also shut down from what I understand. But you'll see here, there it is right over there. That's Santa Monica Pier. You can see the little roller coasters and stuff they have out there, but you can see nothing's going on there. It's like a ghost town. Alrighty, so I hope everybody enjoyed a little ride down PCH today and a look at the empty parking lots because the state beaches and state parks have been shut down in California. Anyways, everybody out there, be safe. Take the precautions of getting yourself, you know, a mask and that sort of thing. You know, and when you're out in public, you know, if you're one of those like me particularly, but if you have to go out and you have to go to the store or anywhere else, get yourself a mask or get something to cover your mouth, to give yourself some kind of mouth covering for your nose and mouth, so that you give you there's some barrier there to protect you. And then clean it when after you get home and you're done and whatever, and back into the safety of your home. And you probably, you know, just clean it. Almost first thing is clean it, obviously, so that you, if by some means somebody did breathe on you while you were out or whatever and breathed on it, then you clean it up, and you know, that way you don't spread it around your own house. Take little precautions, folks. Be sensible, common sense. Be wary of surfaces that, you know, hundreds of people touch in a day, or thousands of people even sometimes. So be wary of surfaces like that lots of people touch, and just use general common sense, and hopefully we'll get through the worst of this, and then we can start getting things back to normal. You know, but we definitely do want to be careful and get through the worst of this, and slow this thing down, because we don't want to overwhelm our medical community. We certainly want them to be able to deal with this on their feet. And so that's the big part of this. It's why I continue to talk about it, because it is very, very important. So, alrighty, folks, if you haven't already, please hit subscribe, and we'll see you. CovidKose's out.